Moving on to some news here in the UK then now for you. So a long absent shot in the arm for the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. So sharp improvement in Sunak's popularity rating in the Conservatives. This comes after a series of recent initiatives and big political breakthroughs. So let's tell you about some of these. So according to a survey of Tory members, Sunak's net satisfaction rate has risen by 7.4%. The survey was conducted by British blogging site Conservative Home. Reasons for Sunak's popularity rise range from the Northern Ireland trade deal to nuclear submarine deal with AUKUS to passing of the legislation to tackle illegal migrants arriving on small boats via the English Channel. Meanwhile, UK Defence Minister Ben Wallace remains the most popular Cabinet Minister with a rating of 85.1%. Business and Trade Secretary Kemi Badenoch, she's at 63.5%. The least popular member, though, is Environment Secretary Therese Coffey, as her rating lies somewhere near minus 2.3. Well, since his appointment as the UK's Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak has been constantly under criticism regarding his wealth and lavish lifestyle. Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, has also criticised Rishi Sunak by calling him Mr. 1%. He has also criticised Chancellor Jeremy Hunt's decision to scrap the top limit on tax-free pension savings in his budget. Well, for more, Alex Isaac is here in London to give us more details on this story. So Rishi Sunak, things are looking good.
Well, according to that poll, yes, within his own party, he is going up, which is really positive for the infighting that we have seen since Boris Johnson was ousted. And obviously we had that a little bit of a changeover with Prime Minister until we relied on Rishi Sunak to take it forward. But what is going to be quite interesting is the local elections that are coming up. We're going to be seeing a lot of these polls, I believe, in the next couple of weeks as we head to those local elections where there's going to be thousands of seats which will be critical for the Conservative Party, whether or not they'll hold on to them. At the moment, Rishi Sunak does seem to be rising in popularity throughout all of the United Kingdom, but is his party strong enough? Now, that is the question. A lot of people that I've been speaking to, they just want it to get better, but they don't really know or understand how that's going to happen. Labour itself has talked about its own 5 promises. They've been trying to push that they may reduce council tax, although they have now said that they probably won't. So there are a lot of promises that are bandied about out there, but whether or not any of the parties can actually make any difference going forward, well, that is to be seen. And it's going to be up to the UK public to make those votes in May when those local elections happen. And that should really give an understanding of whether or not the Conservatives or the Labour, or in fact Liberal Democrats, are going to be standing out with going ahead for the next general election, which we'll see in a couple of years. But for this moment in time, at least Rishi Sunak and his promises seem to be making some kind of three-way for his own party at least.
But I mean, Alex, I don't know about you, but I would expect the leader of a party to be popular within his own party.
Well, if you look at the long-running displays of prime ministers and leaders that we've had, it's not necessarily about the popularity. Boris Johnson was extremely popular with the people for a short period of time. He was known colloquially as a bit of a buffoon, and people liked that. But did they like his policies? Well, that didn't seem to be clear as he went forward. And then obviously we've had the Partygate. So it has been a case of, should a leader be popular or should they try to get on with things? Rishi Sunak has been trying to get on with things. A lot of the things he's been trying to implement since he's taken over have been quite strong, and there are positives for the future. Of course, it's only been a short amount of time at the moment, so a lot of those things, the policies that he's putting in place, we probably won't see coming in hugely into fruition until potentially the general election. But Keir Starmer himself, it seems to be a case of Keir Starmer versus Rishi Sunak, and at the moment Keir Starmer isn't as popular as he's also trying to make out. I say he's talking about Rishi Sunak being in the 1%, but he's not too far off himself. A lot of people do want to just get through this cost of living drama that they're going through. Bills have gone up, costs are rising. They want people to sort it out. They don't really want to be hearing this infighting and belittling, which we keep hearing at PMQs. They want something to be done. And at the moment, there doesn't really seem to be a strong party going forward. Whether or not that leader can take control is one thing, but it is about the party party at the end of the day.
I've got